You will finally understand why your offers aren't getting the recognition, the traction they deserve, not because they're not good, but because your sales behavior doesn't really match your positioning. And maybe your positioning has changed recently. And I'm also going to teach you today and talk about how to fix that with identity-led strategy. Hi, I'm Gwen, the strategy queen. I help coaches and experts build evergreen sales funnel, launch strategies, and also advanced sales system that brings in consistent income without having to sell 24/7 or be glued on your phone. Who want this? And today we are talking about something no one else is going to tell you, which is if you are really the one, why are you still selling like everyone else? Why are you expecting to have different result than 99% of the people out there? You want the same result as the 1%, but you are selling and doing the same as 99% of the people. And you can see it already if you are in programs. Are you doing the same as 99% of the people? And are you having the same result as 99% of the people? The truth is that you've built amazing offers. Like, you know your shit. Like, there is no doubt in here. You had result, you helped transformed life of your clients. You're not new to the game also, like this is something that you have been doing for a while, but somehow you are still showing up with the same urgency post every launch, using the same scarcity and FOMO technique because there are some buyer triggers. You still in your stories every damn day, or when you show up at least on social media, but trying every time to just explain your value, explain who you are, explain what you do, explain why they should choose you. You're still doing content like a content creator or trying to be a content creator instead of being a category of one leader. You are relying on energy instead of systems, and you know it. It's not bad. Okay. Some of you, like, it has really got you like amazing result, and let's be grateful for what what we have built, like from our energy. And it's beautiful if you have been able to control and harvest your energy to be able to show up in a way that is magnetizing people. Yeah. But you don't have systems, and the systems you have, for some of you, so especially some of you who are multi six figures, like you launch and sell on social media like a multi six figure business owner, but your system definitely aren't a reflection of this. And if you are doing multi six figure per year right now, you are living 5 figures per month for sure on the table by not having systems. I can guarantee it. And it's not because you're going to have to work harder, or like, it's not just like the work harder. I kind of like find this so cliche, but it's so true. Like the work smarter, not work harder. But like at one point, like, how are you going to scale further? Yeah. Just on your energy, just on your vibe, just on your frequency. Or can you do exactly the same even right now and actually have some systems that are going to sell all of your offers while not changing anything? And so all of this is really because your sales behavior hasn't caught up with your identity. And you're not here to do it better than others. Okay. We are not here to like be better than others. Okay. It doesn't matter what other people are actually doing. Okay. We're not here to compare ourselves. We're not here to be put on a pedestal. We're not here for people to feel like, oh yeah, she's better, or this is not the point. Okay. This is not the point. And if you are a leader, yes, maybe sometimes people are going to identify and project on you this, that you are doing it better. But this is not why you do things. And I know it, I feel it. And that's also because we are very similar on this. But you're here to do it differently. And you have searched already for so long, like, what is my way? How different am I? How can I do this differently? And you see it, for example, like in a launch season, if you are in one at the moment, you may even be bored yourself by the way of launching. And You want to put some fun in it. You want to be more audacious, and you know that this is going to turn head and people just like looking at your content and finally seeing your message. But when we see the same shit everywhere all the time, of course, people are going to pay less attention to it. Okay. And so it's not about being better than others, but it's being different. Being different is actually like your best key secret. Your brand, your strategy, your funnel, like it should look nothing like what someone else is building. And of course, the structure and some of the stuff, like yes, in a funnel or potentially in a part of your strategy, of course, can look like someone else if you are doing a mid-ticket offer and upselling people into your mid-ticket or your signature offer, whatever. But it is not going to be the same, and you don't want to be the same as anyone else because you want to become the one. Okay. And the one doesn't chase. And by the way, I am going to drop in August a micro offer, super, super cheap for all of you to really work on becoming the one, because becoming the one is not just a little thing. It is everything. And the one, she's not chasing people around. She's not like looking at, oh my God, what everyone else is doing, let me do the same. Or even what everyone else is doing, I'm going to try to differentiate myself. And something that I want you to know is that actually recently, maybe last week, I had this conversation first with myself and then with amazing women in a program that I'm part in, where I was just like, oh my God, this person is doing this. I have to differentiate myself. How can I differentiate myself? And I was like, what the fuck? I don't care. I absolutely don't care. But it took me a hot minute to not care again. It took me to come back to myself. And all of those women were like, Gwen, why do you care? Don't even think about differentiating yourself. It makes no point. And that's it. Like at one point I feel like, and that's why it's a conversation I wanted to bring in, because it's not about the others. It's not about being different than others. It's not just all the time about like looking at what they're doing. It's just about being different by being you, by being the one your clients they actually need, without looking at what everyone else is doing and really staying in your lane. You probably had that in the past. That's not for nothing that everyone is going to tell you stay in your lane, because staying in your lane is how you actually get results a lot faster. The one, she's also building systems that make her the obvious choice. How can I stay top of mind? Yeah, not top of mind compared to this person. How can I just stay top of mind? How can my client be like so impacted by my work that I'm staying on top of their mind all the time? The one, she creates also space. She's not all the time launching a new offer every single second. This will depend on also your season of life. And something that I want you to think about, and sometimes I actually had to think about it like recently, because I was like, okay, I am myself that define me really well, and that people see. They are like, oh, don't be glued to your phone. You don't have to launch to make money. And sometimes they look at what I'm doing and they're like, but you launch very often and you post every day. And I'm like, yeah, but because I want to, because I have so much to say, because I have so many ideas, not because it is going to make me the money. This is not like how I'm thinking about things. And what I absolutely love and my client love is actually to have both, to have front-facing strategies where we feel like, oh my God, like my heart chakra, I can just like communicate and I can just say all of the things I want to say and share with my people, and really what is my truth, my opinion, my vision on things. But like really when we go in this, like it is because it is giving us momentum, is because we are loving it. We're not, if the only way you make sales is when you launch, of course you're not going to like it for a very long time. Yeah. And so that's why like it's also important when we think about the one, it is someone who is able to pause and have space when she wants to. Someone who is like able to create something that is going to feel for her clients like a privilege to be in and be like, oh my God, I get to be in this. So this is not just about strategy. Okay. Yes, I'm the strategy queen, but also because I'm a mindset coach. And that's why my clients can apply and be so successful with my strategies, because I'm also a mindset coach. It's really not just the strategy, it's also about what you are willing to claim. Yeah. And this is why like the conversation is also coming into your power. So here's how to actually sell like the one that is in a category of one, that stay in her lane, that is not doing like 99% of the people. So thing number one that you have to do is to audit your current sales behavior. Okay. And I talked about this at the beginning, but think about it. Like if you removed all the urgency from your content. Yeah. Like, oh, by now, if not this is happening, by now, if not this is happening, oh, like there was buying, okay, here's a 1-to-1 bonus if you join us. Like, if not, like, are you going to still convert? And if not, you have a positioning problem because people don't see you as an authority enough to buy whatever you selling. When I look at my sales behavior, so my sales behavior is really anchored into launching, talking about my offers, just because I absolutely love talking about them and my clients and their results, but also like building all of the back end of my business, funnels, affiliates, partnerships, so many things on the behind the scene that helps to connect and make sales. And so when I look at my sales behavior being like really duality between those two things, I see people joining from different things. I just had people, if I take my latest offer, which is the funnel mini mind, that is starting today, by the way. You can still join this week. No problem at all. The funnel mini mind is 5 weeks where we build your funnel and you with me and you have access to me. So I can really like help you very individually actually inside this program. And so I saw this, I had people coming from my funnel, from a freebie. They joined my workshop. From my workshop, they joined the funnel mini mind because that was how the funnel was made. I also had, and some of those people were working with me, let's say years ago, or followed me for so long. I also had people joining who followed me, watched my reels, or consumed a lot of my content and immediately bought the funnel mini mind at the highest price it was, and took the bump offer on top of this, because my positioning is very clear. You come on my social media, you come on any part of my content, you know right away that I am an authority. You see it with the content, but like, because in the content there is social proof. Like right away you see my clients talking about how amazing it is to work with me. You see that I know my shit as soon as you hear something, because I do. And because I have done the work of positioning myself in this way. That's why positioning is so important. So this is the first thing that I want you to do to sell like the one, okay? To audit your current sales behavior. How do you sell? And to remove the urgency, okay? And if you were going to remove the urgency, how are you selling? What are the different pathways of selling? What is your selling behavior? Are you only doing front-facing strategies or not? Then the point number 2 here of what to do is align your sales system with your brand, okay? And especially with your brand identity and power. So when we think about this, is like you have sales system. Launching is a sales system. Affiliate is a sales system. Funnel is a sales system. Build the funnel. Build the funnel. Build all of the evergreen layer. Already think when you are going to create an offer, how am I going to build a funnel with this? How am I going to do ads from this funnel? If you're not thinking about this ahead, like you're going to have to start from scratch when you do it. Already think about how can I align those systems with my brand? How can I align my emails so I'm not selling out of survival mode all the time? How can I feel that my brand is expensive, that everything compounds because I have different ways for people to connect with my work? You need to do this work So it's not just the front facing. And if your Instagram account died tomorrow, yes, you have an email list, but you know it's not going to be the same. You also want to start looking at leading like the decision is already made. Okay, already made from your clients. You spent enough time, sorry, you spend just enough time, I feel, speaking to the 97% of your audience. And that's actually something I didn't think about talking about today, but and I haven't talked about this for a long time, but 97% of the people in your audience are not ready to buy today. And this is why they're not buying today. Okay. And if in your content, you are talking to the 97% of people in your audience who are not ready to buy today, then of course you feel like you have to convince, you feel like you have to give so much details, when actually what you have to be doing is activating the 3% who are waiting, who are already ready to buy, who have the money, okay, who have already made the decision that what you are offering, the type of solution for the problem they have, is exactly what they want. Then you don't need to convince them. Everything, your content, your emails, your funnel, everything confirm to them that you are the right person. Okay. This is so important. Speak to the 3%. Build power into your back end. This is like the last element that I want you to understand before I do a bit of a recap in here, is that like this is really where systems, they come in. Okay. Not just so you can work less, but so your presence, your power is here all the time. You stay top of mind. When someone is going to, again, think about their problem, they're going to be like, damn, I knew I should have joined her offer. I knew that I needed to work with her. And then they're going to come back. So sometimes it's not about being like the first. Yeah. It's not about being the first that is so important, but it's really about calling in and activating the people who are already here, ready to buy, and having systems for them to convert, because some people are going to convert and make decisions very quickly. And they're going to convert from your content, like the example that I took from this woman. Let's say that I was thinking about that just joined the funnel mini mind in 20 minutes. She joined in 20 minutes, 888 offer after followed me. Yes. And then actually, like inside the funnel mini mind, they have an onboarding form. And inside the onboarding form, I asked them like why they joined Elevate, not Elevate, which is my mastermind, why they joined the funnel mini mind. And she said it's so interesting because she found me, and then she was saying yes the entire time. Every time she was looking at posts, she was like, you were not just talking about funnels, like you were really explaining also why you do those, and how you want to empower women from this to be more independent in this. And this is because my content is very strategic. Yeah. And I make sure to have those pieces that are very important in my last 9 posts every single time, so people don't have to scroll for hours to understand my work. And this is why I also use all of those stories that I'm sharing on my content inside my emails. And that's why also my funnels work so well and convert so high. It's because I am the same person in my emails. If right now you're spending 4 hours working on your carousel post and you use chat and you're like, I can't use ChatGPT for my carousel, and then you go write an email and you use ChatGPT and it takes you 15 minutes. Do you see the difference also of like energy that you're putting in this? I can tell you, if you spend as much time creating content than you using it for building your funnels, you will make money on autopilot every single month, just like me. This is, by the way, exactly what we fix inside Elevate. Once you join Elevate Mastermind, you have access to the funnel mini mind. So if you were joining Elevate Mastermind today, you will go straight into having the mini mind also to build your funnel. But inside Elevate, we take your offers, we take your messaging, so your positioning and your sales system. And we also work on the mindset to make that all of those strategies work for you. and aligning it all to the woman that you actually are. Because what I have seen again and again and again is that so many of you are just like so attached to, okay, what am I doing? I'm doing this, that you are not enjoying it anymore. And by not enjoying it, you're starting to be so robotic about it. And then you're starting to also being very attached to your certain timeline of the result happening, and of a result happening in a very certain way, and you don't detach yourself from the outcome. And that's why like building a business is very strategic, but it's also a lot of mindset. So you can join Elevate at any time. There's no pressure. There's no scarcity. You don't get whatever because you joined today, except that if you join today, you will be able to join the funnel mini mind right away for free, okay, as an addition, which is amazing. But there is no scarcity. And I will invite you to look at your business and see how you too can build a business where you feel like so secure, because you are the only one in your industry delivering what you're delivering the way that you're delivering it, that you are unshakable. Thanks for listening to today's training on if you are the one, why are you still selling like everyone else? And should I say like 99% of the people? If you liked today's episode, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future trainings like this one. Bye everyone.